Yeah, man, it's Kevin Christian, and it's May the 8th, 2022. Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. Getting ready to call mine here in a minute and see what's going on. So, anyway, I want to talk about something different in this video, and this is going to be a little bit strange for some of you guys, but it's very important. Okay, so I'm just freestyling this. It's just an idea that I have. It's something that I understand. So mind control. Mind control is a big thing, and it's very difficult to understand because it's a very general term. You might say mind control and think like you're totally just being mind controlled. And I guess that can be a circumstance with mind control. But what I really want to talk about is what we need to be doing as a targeted person. To understand, first of all, you need to understand neural monitoring and how mind control works. And then you need to understand the position that you're in. Now, I know that some people are targeted for the reason to destroy them because somebody that wants to destroy them has access to neural monitoring and they don't. You don't. You don't have it. You don't have neural monitoring. I don't have neural monitoring. But I do understand how it works. And the more that I've understood it over the years, just by being on broadcast telepathy or broadcast in general connected to other people, even though I don't have control over the settings and I'm not able to choose my levels of connections and how I want to do things, and I don't have the mind control headset thing that they wear, and it makes it a lot more of a lengthy process to really understand how it works, but to understand what it's like to receive other people and if you don't have the out loud broadcast telepathy, the people talking. If you don't have people talking to you, it makes it a very difficult thing to understand because even though they're gang stalking you and they're not trying to help you, you do gain a lot of insight from the things that they say to you and just being connected to them and sometimes understanding what you receive even though it may not even match up with what they say or receiving that thought before they actually say it out loud. It's just a lot of different ways that it works. But I want you to think about something, okay? Say you want a job, right? Say you want to be an accountant, right? But let's just say that you flunked out of high school algebra and you're not that good with math and you just decided you want to be an accountant, right? How are you going to go about being an accountant, right? And marketing yourself as somebody that could be hired as an accountant. You're going to have to study those things and become good at those things and become involved with other people who are good at those things. So it's kind of about marketing yourself and becoming I don't how do I really want to put this, like you want your neural monitoring is what you want, and you're going to have to be involved with like-minded people. And so if somebody has your neural monitoring right now and you don't particularly fit into their profile of the type of people they want involved in their group, in their mind control circle, their hive, okay, you're not going to get your neural monitoring from them. And these gang stalkers are really the minority of people that have neural monitoring. Okay, there's a lot of people that have it that don't go around trying to destroy people or torture people. And one example I could say is like these guys that are on my channel. They don't really fit most people. They're all about torture. They're not that creative or they don't really have anything going on and no ambitions really. They just happen to get neural monitoring, and so they use it in horrible ways because they're like immature children, need a man's attention, and they can't get off of something stupid all the time. They're like drug addict idiots. All right. They're not going to be very likely to be able to join up with some group of people that has anything cool going on, and then they kind of are outcasted. They have, excuse me, they have neural monitoring, but they're kind of outcasted, and they rally with each other, and they do the stupid things that they do, and they high five each other, and they can connect with like-minded idiots around the world, and they all kind of do their thing, gang stalking and torture and trying to destroy people. And it's a really, I think it's a dumb thing. I think it's degenerate, and I think it's parasitic, and all kinds of horrible uh, terms that describe it accurately. But like another example, like there's some people that I know that have neural monitoring. I believe that they would help me. I believe that they would help me get neural monitoring, and I believe that I could join up with their group. These are people that I would consider friends already, and I feel like I'm kind of already somewhat part of their group, or we're into the same things, and we hang out sometimes. I don't really bring it up, and I don't like to ask for help, but there's some people that I've talked to a few times, and it's just the way of the world now that neural monitoring is a thing. You want your neural monitoring, okay? So, on one hand, you feel kind of upset that all these other people have neural monitoring and that you don't have yours, and you feel like somebody should help you, you know? And I wonder if they don't think that maybe you should help yourself. And I understand how it is to be targeted more than probably anybody else, man. I got these idiots that just won't go away. But you know, I I was I was doing something, and it made me think about hanging out with this guy I know that has neural monitoring, and how he was showing me something, and I did that, and it just happened to cross my mind, and I was thinking like, well, he's kind of like a mentor in a sense, like in that aspect of life and those activities that we do at the same time because we're both into the same thing, and one of my gang stalkers is like, yeah, right, like you're his mentor, and then I'm thinking like, well, we're kind of both into the same things and we show each other things, and so it's like like-minded people kind of are each other's mentors, and those are the kind of people and those are the kind of circumstances that you want to have with neural monitoring. You want to have those kind of circumstances where you can share ideas and learn from each other and use the technology as an advantage, as a positive thing, because it is a very positive thing, the technology in general, if you use it as a positive thing. And there's anything you could use anything for. An example is a vehicle that takes you everywhere a positive thing, or would you rather just walk on your feet with or get you a carriage and a horse? That's pretty convenient these days, right? No, but you can also, use a vehicle to run over 10 people, and now it's a murder weapon. And so anything can be used in malicious, evil ways. And you can't blame the technology for people that use it in those type of ways. So you really have to understand neural monitoring and how this works. And you do have to understand that a lot of people have neural monitoring, and that maybe you're not up to the task of putting yourself in a position to be able to get your neural monitoring. You need to learn a lot of things. A lot of very smart people have neuromonitoring, people that have learned a lot, people that understand a lot about the modern world and the technology that we use. And it comes to a point, listen, I promise you, if you learn enough about computer stuff and all of the technological things that we use, if you start learning enough, especially like computer programming and just all the different protocols and even like crypto and how software works and how the internet works. If you start using that knowledge and learn enough of that type of stuff, they can't even keep you out of neural monitoring. You come to a point where you'll know too much, and there's no way that anybody can keep you out of neural monitoring because so many people have it anyway. So you want to start to think about things like marketing yourself, okay, as somebody who is worthy of joining a group of people that could be beneficial to each other, that like-minded people that are into things that can affect your life in a lot of positive ways. And knowledge and academic things and understanding technology and just logical things, really, that we should be learning these things anyway. And the fact that we're sitting, not me, okay, but we as a people, as a nation, as a just as a people in general, we're sitting around doing what? We go to work for what, 30, 40 hours. Oh, at work, it's a lot of people. They're like, I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to get out of here. I'm like, why? Why don't you want to stick around and get all you can get? You got something better to do, And no, they don't. They want to go home and go to sleep, or they want to go home and smoke one, and that's what a lot of people, that's what they want to do, and it's disturbing the the level of ambition that people have in general. And you really have to want to do better. You have to want to do better for yourself, and you have to be very determined. And I fully understand the whole thing with targeting and how bad it is. Trust me, they attack me every day, attacking my face, and I can't get rid of these idiots that want to talk to me and they know what I'm thinking all the time, and it's very disturbing. But I'm fed up with it, so I'm not going to put up with it, and I'm going to continue to learn every day. And I do understand how mind control works and how neural monitoring works, and I believe that it's going to come to a point where I probably do end up collaborating with a lot of people who are not gang stalkers that do have neural monitoring. Millions and millions of people have neural monitoring. And if you're looking at it like only these evil gang stalkers have it and they're hired by some government program, and you got it all wrong. That's not how it works at all. This is a big thing and it's everywhere, and a lot of people have it. And you really need to start to understand it, and you need to learn as much as you can. But if I don't know the rules as far as if you have neural monitoring. I mean, obviously, you can't just go give it to everybody. And most people are idiots anyway and would probably use it for torture and terrorism like gang stalkers. So, I understand all of that. And I don't know the rules. If you have neural monitoring, this is the rules. I think pretty much most people that have it are very intelligent and they're responsible enough that they make their own rules. These gang stalkers make their own rules and give it to who they want to. But obviously you can't just run around giving it to everybody. But hey, right now I'm a targeted person and I don't have neural monitoring. And whoever, I know who has mine, okay? But whoever has my neural monitoring, possession and control over it, and the people who are accessing it, they're using it as a weapon against me. And so I know how it is, but at this point, I don't have any rules. I can tell you anything I want to because I don't have it. So there's nothing for me to be accountable for. There's nothing for me to be responsible for. Right now, I'm being responsible for trying to motivate and educate you guys a little bit on some of the aspects of it all. And so many people think all these crazy, bizarre things, and I know it's a very unbelievable technology at first, but it's just a lot. It's a lot that it's a lot to understand, I guess. It really is. But you need to start learning a lot of things, and you need to try to make yourself as good of a person as possible, and become greater than these idiots. Because these gang stalkers are idiots. They really are. They are not that cool. They're not even the type of, I don't even know why they half of them have it, you know. But like anything, you know, there's always going to be some idiots and some dumb people that get a hold of anything that's going on around anywhere. So that's pretty much what I wanted to say. You know, you guys can drop some questions, and I try to get to everybody I can. You know, I'm working on a couple assignments for the end of the semester right now, and it's Mother's Day, and you know. But hey, one thing: if you don't have a real name, and you don't have a picture or any profile I can see or anything, if your name is like, you know, Blue Sky, and you're trying to talk to me, don't expect me to respond. Okay, I'm not gonna respond to people. I don't really accept friend requests like that or anything. I'm probably about to just clear my Facebook of any people that I don't see personally. Just because I got enough pages and groups where random targeted people can get to me any kind of way, but I don't know a lot of you guys, and it gets weird. So, but I'm definitely not going to respond or talk to you if you got some code name and a phony profile picture or what, or some, you know, I just don't do that. All right. So I'm a real person, and everybody knows who I am, and I've been public for a long time, and it's really not even my thing, man. I almost, I'm glad I've did this. Okay. I'm glad I've done this with all the thousands of videos online and told so many people about everything. And it's probably kept me alive because there is some people that really, really want to get rid of me. But, but it sounds so crazy, you know, and I don't, you know, a lot of people don't understand it, and it's not my fault that I'm so far ahead of the masses that have never even heard of neural monitoring, you know. But I just almost just want to be ahead quietly. I don't know. Things are changing for me because I'm doing a lot. I go hard every day to try to be successful financially, academically, and learn as much as I can. And it's really getting to the point where they're torturing me every day. And I got a whole bunch of people that want to sabotage everything I do. And it's because of the truth. It's because of the truth and the success. And it's going to get worse and worse. And I know it is because I'm not going to stop being successful and learning more and more. And until I get my neural monitoring, I'll be telling every detail that I know to help you guys out. And the channel, I promise, I'll leave it up unless you know, some circumstance happens where I don't have a choice but to take it down. But my plan is to leave the channel up as a resource and a pathway to show you the way. So I truly believe I'll have my neural monitoring in, who knows, maybe some months, maybe a year or two. But I don't think it's going to take me 5 years to get my neural monitoring. And the longer it takes, the worse it's going to be for these people that continue to try to hold me hostage. It is. And I know too much. I knew too much 5, 6 years ago. I already knew too much. And they've been stupid and pushed this thing and pushed this thing. And now look what we got. So this is the channel where you'll find the real truth about how neural monitoring works. I promise you that. And moving into the future, until I get my neural monitoring and shut up about it all or find out the rules or whatever it is, you're going to hear it from me. You're going to hear the real truth. And like I said, I don't know the rules, but I definitely want to get my neural monitoring and go peacefully. Okay. A lot of people owe me a lot, and a lot of things got to be worked out. But these idiots torturing me every day, and it's not working for me. It's not working for me, and it's probably not working for a whole lot of other people. And it's just a big problem. These type of idiots are problems. The people who are gang stalking you are a problem. Make sure you are not a problem. Make sure you got your act together and move in a positive direction. Do as much as you can. All right. Thank you for watching.